Good morning, good evening everyone, wherever you are. Welcome everyone to the Maryland Meditation Center. We are an online-based community. It's a mindful community, the space where everyone can stop by, sit back, relax, and practice meditation together. So we would like to welcome all the meditation lovers from around the world, wherever you are, to join us just to sit and meditate together and learn something from each other, to help each other to develop meditation and perhaps to help growing these mindful communities. And that's something we have been doing in the past year of the 2022, since the 1st of January up to the end of last year. And then we decided to continue for this year. Is the second year in a row, 2023. And hopefully we can support this community. My name is Venerable Narongchai Thanachayo, and me and my monks brothers, we are here, and all the staff, we are here to support everyone, to sit with everyone and to share with everyone some wisdom that to help everyone to meditate better and to help clarify some of the problems that you might have, some of the challenges that you might have in your meditation practice. So we meet once a week, every Saturday, 7 to 8:15 Eastern Standard Time, like this, live with the teaching monks. I would be the main teaching monks if nothing else, like I need to travel or have to go somewhere, I would be here mainly. And if I have to skip the class, there will be some other teaching monk who take over my class as well. So we want to make sure that this community can continue and this activity can continue. So we have some more monks to back up the community as well. So feel free to stop by every Saturday like this, same time every week. And you can also go back and relearn what we have learned. So we have our YouTube channel, record everything that we teach and upload it every weekend. So you can come back, go back and relearn on your own pace. On the weekday, you meditate by yourself. On Saturday like this, we meditate together as a group. And I think it's benefit of us to have community like this. It helps us to be more disciplined, and it also help us to meet some friends and learn something from each other. So I see meditation is essential to life. It's not just a few times practice and then all of a sudden we are happy. It's a journey. It's like you going to the gym. You want to have good health. You go exercise. You need to go to the gym regularly so you can start building your muscle. You can start building your physical health as a whole, right? Same thing in meditation. Meditation is a mind development. The mind is very refined. We don't even know where the mind is. And now all of a sudden we come to meditation. We want to take control of our mind fully. And we need to take our mind to the gym too. It's a mental gym. You go to the gym often, the more the better for yourself, right? For your mind to be developed. And that's how I see it. And that's how I feel like meditation should be a routine, should be a habit, should be something that you incorporate into your daily life. You eat, you sleep, you go to work. You should meditate as well if you really want to be happy. So very, very welcome everyone. Please, again, feel like home. Feel free to stop by and practice meditation together. We will spend the first 30 to 35 minutes meditate together first, and then another 30 minutes after meditation I will share with you some wisdom that can help you to meditate better, and at the end another 10 minutes. If you have questions or if you like to share some experiences, then feel free to share with us. Here we like to keep everyone privacy. Okay? You don't have to open up your camera, you don't have to open up your microphone. You can just keep be silent in behind the scene, and you can communicate through the chat box, okay, as long as you feel comfortable. And that's one thing we like to mention up front. So how is everyone doing? We have approached the last week of January. How is your life as a whole? Overall, your life in the first month of 2023. Everyone's happy so far? Anything that's still being struggling? How many goals that you have been achieved so far? And how many goals that you still feel like, I have no clue how can I achieve those goals? It's the first month, so you can adjust and readjust and start over again before February is coming. It's only a few more days. If anything at all that went wrong on January, the whole month of January, then you can reset your goal to improve your life in February onwards. Okay? Don't give up, have faith and keep on going. Because life is about changing. Whether you like to change or not, life is changing. We get older, we get weaker, eventually we all die. We'll be separated from everything that we love. And that's the law of nature, and it's unavoidable. It's about change. If you stay in your comfort zone, nothing happens, nothing changes, no growth, no development. Change can be positive way, can also be a negative way as well. It's up to you how you set your goal and how you want to live your life. So in the first month, I have been achieving several goals so far. So this is my breakfast. It has been 1 month free from meat and dairy products. So breakfast is like this: fruit and vegetable juice, more than 10 kinds of vegetable. Every morning I input some good stuff into my body and I observe how my body had changed, how I feel all day long, how I feel when I meditate. I notice a lot of changes just changing my eating habits, coming down to this kind of food and 6 hours of sleep and feel very fresh and energetic. And we can sit 1, 2, 3 hours without falling asleep, not falling asleep, but feel very fresh, feel very relaxed and feel like I want to sit more. I can sit longer than this. Is there anything else I can do, to develop my meditation? Because meditation is not just sit and relax. Okay, we look at meditation as a long term. If you want to be success in meditation, we need to take care of every single detail. Sometimes you fall asleep. Sometimes you feel like your body have pain, stiffness. You don't feel fresh. You feel like very heavy. There are all kind of reasons why the body feel like that. So if you don't pay attention to the way you live your life, the way you go to bed, the way you eat, the way you exercise, then you're gonna be stuck with the same old problem. 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 year, feel like, oh, I don't really make progress as I expect. So you need to coming down to identifying what exactly that caused that problem. So set goal to live long and do something about it. Make some changes. Okay, it's difficult to let go meat. It is difficult. And now it's come to the first month of my life that completely let go all the meat, eggs, and dairy product. And I feel, at the moment, feel very comfortable. Okay, and I know that my body telling me that this is work for the body. Keep on going. And that's something I just want to mention because we all have the same goal that we want to have good life, we want to be happy, but we lazy to make changes. We just want to stay in the comfort zone. And that's why when nothing change, then nothing change, right? You feel, oh, how come I don't feel happier? Because you don't change. You don't change the way you think. You don't change the way you live your life. You don't change the way you deal with your people around you. How can you maintain the good relationship with people around you and you expect people to treat you nicely, but you don't change, right? The way you see the world, the way you treat the world, and something has to be changed. So this is just one of my examples that I like to share, and I like to encourage and motivate everyone to keep on going, okay, to changes in a better way in your life. Okay, make decision and go forward. Okay, have faith, persistence, and commitments. And if we have reached the end of this year, okay, December 31st, and then we look back into our life at this moment, is there anything else that you like to achieve at the end of this year? Relationship wise, health, business, study, meditation, wisdom, read more books, whatever it is on your list, you can reflect and then you can start take some action, okay, day by day, do it one day at a time. Okay, it may be difficult at the first few weeks, but just keep on going, don't give up. Okay, so what is self-discipline, right? Self-discipline is whether you like it or not, you do it anyway. Whether it's hot, whether it's cold, whether you're lazy, not lazy, busy, no busy, whether you like it or not, you do it anyway. Meditation, something important. Whether you like it or not, you make it a habit, you do it anyway. If you don't meditate, don't go to bed yet. Okay? If you promise yourself, I'm going to sit 30 minutes, you make sure you sit 30 minutes, no matter what happens. Okay? You can make 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the evening, whatever it is, but don't break your own promise. Okay? Just, make sure that you fix it one day at a time. All right, so we will meditate together, as I mentioned, together about 30 to 35 minutes, but we will start off with this 3-minute exercise first. So wherever you are, you plan to sit on the floor or sitting on the chair, make sure you sit comfortably. And doing nothing, just keep on breathing. Slowly welcome your mind back to the body, back to the breath, back to this very present moment here and now. By sit back, relax, and breathe in and out. Put away the phone. Make sure you have all accessories that you need to help you sit comfortably for the next 30 minutes. Just breathe in and out freely and observe the way the body breathes and ask yourself, where is your mind at the moment? Notice how the body feels. Notice how your chest is expanding as you inhale and falling back down as you exhale. Notice how you feel at the center of your body. Your belly is expand as you inhale and contracting back down as you exhale. Okay, one more minute. Stay with your breath, nothing else. Keep your mind cheerful and happy. Notice how you feel each time that you breathe in and out. Any worry, any concern, anything at all, any thoughts, just stay with the breath. Okay, now let's softly and gently close your eyes. You close your eyes the same way as you close your eyes when you go to sleep. We will take a moment here to scan through this physical body. Just want to make sure that the whole body is fully relaxed. Make sure there's no stress and tensions around your eyes. Feel free to readjust your sitting posture. Make sure you find the very most comfortable sitting posture for yourself for the next 30 minutes. Release all the tensions out of your body. Start from the top of your head, muscle around your forehead, eyebrows, eye socket, both of your cheek, your nose, your lips, your chin, and your jaws relaxed. Relax both of your shoulders, your arms, your palms and your fingers. Relax. Loosen the muscle around your chest, your abdomen, your back, and your spine relaxed. Have both of your shoulders rest naturally. There shouldn't be any tensions, stiffness in the upper part of your body at the moment. As we scan through each part of the body, we slowly bring our mind back to the body. And this is called mindfulness practice. Feel the relaxation flow downwardly to your bottom, both of your thighs, your knees, forelegs, ankles, your feet, and to the tip of your toes, relaxed. Release all the tensions and discomfort feelings completely from your physical body, from the top of your head to the tip of your toes. As your body relaxes, your mind also relaxes. There should be less and less thought in the mind. Slowly disconnect yourself from the world outside. Slowly welcome the mind back to the body and reconnect itself to the world of inner peace within. Imagine that you are now sitting alone at the place where you feel most comfortable and secure to be alone, where no one can find you, where nothing can disturb you. You may be sitting on top of the mountain or by the beach, surrounded by beautiful nature with lots of trees, waterfall, beautiful lakes. You may hear the sounds of the nature, the smell of the flower of your choice. You are sitting in a very soothing surroundings, which allow the whole body and mind to be relaxed fully. There is nothing else that you need to be doing, and no place else that you need to be going. You are at the perfect place and time with yourself, and you deserve to be happy, to be at peace at the end of the day like this. So we will take a small vacation together for the next 20 to 25 minutes, just by allowing the mind to rest inside the body fully. We are going to sit back and relax and let it be, without any form of expectation. Just want to sit and relax. Slowly let go all of your worry and responsibilities related to your work, your study, your business, relationship, your health, whatever it is. Put them aside while you meditate. Let go everything that happened in the past right before you come to this session, because nothing we can do whatever happened in the past. We should learn how to let it go, and not to worry about something that you plan to do afterward or in the future, because the future is uncertain. Do your best to stay in this very precious moment, here and now. And slowly welcome the mind back to the body. Allow the mind to settle down itself into the body, wherever it feels comfortable. Can be the center of the body, the area around your stomach, or can be any part of the body where you feel easy, comfortable to rest your mind. No need to analyze, just simply follow your feeling. The mind is a very refined element. When it's come to deal with the mind, we need to take a very soft and gentle approach. Just simply allow. No use any kind of forces or push the mind to stay still or to stop wandering. The more we force, the more we push, the mind will run away. So stay relaxed and just allow. Allow the mind to stay still, stay relaxed, comfortable, and stay centered. At the same time, maintain your consciousness. Make sure you're not too much on relaxation, which may lead you to fall asleep, or not too much on concentration, which may lead to stress, stiffness, and uncomfortable feeling. Stay in balance between this relaxation and concentration. Whatever meditation technique that you are using, visualization of the objects, using the mantra, or using the breath, whatever object you use, make sure you take a very soft and gentle approach. Make sure the mind is relaxed and comfortable. And once you find that your mind is comfortable, all you have to do is just let it be. Be a good observer of the nature of your own mind. And allow the mind to unfold itself naturally. Keep your mind neutral, relaxed, and calm as long as possible. So let's meditate together in silence for a moment until we have come to the appropriate times. Stay still, stay relaxed, and stay content. Check into your mind to see how the mind feels at the moment. Notice how peace and calm of your own mind toward the end of the session. Allow the peace and happiness feelings to circulate throughout your body. To every single cell in your body. Take a moment here to observe your physical and mental feeling as a whole. Develop the feeling of love, compassion toward yourself. Learn how to love yourself and learn how to forgive yourself in any wrongdoing in the past. If you can love yourself and forgive yourself, perhaps you can learn how to love others and forgive all the mistakes from others. Wishing yourself to be well, happy, and to be free from all suffering. To be success, having long life. To be able to continue to do whatever you love to do with the people you love to be with for as long as possible. Share your loving kindness to everyone in the family, people you have a fond feeling with, your parents, spouse, children, friends and relatives. Wishing every one of them to be well and happy, and to be free from all sufferings. Share your loving kindness to everyone in the whole world. Wishing everyone in the whole world to be well and happy, and to be free from all form of suffering. Now welcome your mind back to this physical body. Give yourself a moment to reflect on today's experience. Notice how the body and mind feel at the moment. And cherish your mind with happiness and joy. Feel grateful and appreciation for the time that you give back to yourself today. Now let's take a few good deep breaths before we open up our eyes. And whenever you feel ready, relax, you may softly and gently open up your eyes. Hello everyone, welcome everyone back to our session. That was about 32 minutes. How is everyone's doing? Find some peace and happiness during the meditation so far? Okay, so this is something you should keep on developing. Okay, come back to the sit more often, come back to sit more often. On the weekday you sit by yourself, and on the weekends, let's meditate together like this to help each other to grow the community and also to learn from each others. Okay, we will spend another 15 minutes just allowing me to share with you something that I prepare, and then we'll wrap up. Okay, you can share some experience, you can ask questions toward the end, and we'll say goodbye. Okay, so we meet once a week. So for today I prepare some thing for you that I think it benefit everyone. We have been meditating for quite some time, right? For some of you, meditating every day in the past year. Some of you just start to join the session, or some of you completely new to meditation practice. Whatever level you are, is completely okay. So we can always learn something. We can always start over again and again. So today I like to stay with this simple topic to see it help you to regain your understanding and reset your attitude toward your meditation practice. When it comes to meditation, we want to make sure that the body and the mind is in balance, right? This is the body part and this is the mind part. For the body part, you need to know your own self, about the food, about the exercise, about taking a rest, about stress. So you work on that. Okay? If you don't pay attention to the way you live your life, the food that you eat, the way you exercise, the way you do things, and that's going to affect when it's come to meditation, it's going to affect your meditation practice as well. Okay, the mind part as well. How are you doing during the day? How is your view toward the world around you? Are you a person who easily to get mad, or are you a person who easy going and easy let go? So this kind of thing, it's about you understand yourself, the body and the mind. These 5 aggregate about who you are. If you understand yourself, then it helps you to live life happier. It helps you to understand others, help you to be easy to let go. Okay, if something that you don't like, or it helps you to see your own mind if you see something you like and how to deal with that. Basically, it helps you to understand your life as a whole. So when it's come to meditation, we're dealing with the mind mainly, but of course the mind stay in the body, so we also need to understand the body part as well. So here it is impossible to control the mind by force. It needs to be managed gently. Keep that in mind. If you want to catch the chicken, how can you do that? You cannot rush to catch the chicken, right? You need to play with the chicken softly, gently. Feed them with the grain of rice, and when the chicken feel comfortable, it allows you to come closer and closer, and eventually you can catch it with the coop or even with your bare hand, right? Because now the chicken is comfortable to have you nearby. So the mind is similar. Okay, we cannot just rush the mind to stop thinking, to stay still and to stop wandering. The mind doesn't work that way. So you need to find a way to deal with your own mind, with wandering mind. So the first attitude is take an easy approach. In Thai we call sabai sabai. Sabai sabai. Sabai sabai mean what? Take it easy, relax, calm. Okay, meditation is about happiness. It's the time of happiness. It's not the time of suffering or the time that you have to be patient. You just sit back and relax. You come to sit because you want to sit. Okay, if you look at this, baby, he feel relaxed, right? Relaxed to be in the hot water, in the warm water, and just want to be there, just want to rest. So remind yourself every time you hear the word meditation, or every time it's time for you to meditate, you need to build this attitude that, wow, I've been looking for this, I'm ready for this. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it doesn't matter. I really like it. I really want to meditate. Take it easy, take it relaxed. Because meditation is about you stay in balance, between being mindful and being relaxed. Sati and Sabai. All you have to do is you stay on track in these two rails. One rail is Sati or mindfulness, one rail is Sabai or relaxation. So you stay, as long as you stay on the track, you will reach your destination. Your job is to make sure that you stay on track. Don't derail yourself, don't get off the track. Any moment that you lose balance, you come back to this, then you should be okay. So make sure you sit comfortable, okay? Bring all accessory that you need, okay? The pillow, the blanket, find the seat that fit perfectly for your body for 30 minutes, for 1 hour. So this is a good investment to find the nice comfortable cushion or chair for your own self. This is a long run, a long-term responsibility for us to meditate and for us to develop the mind. But again, all of these little details is matter. It affect your practice. So no rush, okay? Take your time. If you come from work, there's a lot of things going on. Give yourself a few minutes, okay, to sit back, relax, even take a shower, having a cup of tea before you go to meditate. Keep it simple. Meditation technique should be simple. And the longer you sit, okay, the more you practice, it should become easy and easier, not opposite. If the more you practice, you feel more difficult, you might be considering to adjust that technique, okay? Or you may miss something that you may not understand the technique fully. That's why it gives you a hard time. It gives you the feeling of difficulty. So don't take meditation too serious. Take it easy, okay? It's a time of happiness. We sit for happiness, not sit for suffering, not sit for pain, not sit for dealing with thought or anything. We just want to sit back and relax, and that's number one attitude, okay? Take it easy. At the moment, how do you feel when you hear the word meditation? How do you feel when you use the technique that you have been using? If you feel difficult, then think again, adjust, okay? It should be simple. Whatever technique in this world, you should feel comfortable. You should feel easy when it's come for you, when it's time for you to practice that technique. And number two, no expectation. Just let it be. We don't sit just because we want to see something, or we don't sit just because we want to experience something. If we have that kind of expectation, usually the mind starts craving. And if it craves for more of that, then most likely the mind cannot be still. When the mind cannot be still, you may feel like, oh, I'm wasting my time. My mind is not here. This technique is not good for me. The technique itself, each technique has its own valuable. It has been proved that it works. That's why it's become the technique. But this technique works for one person. It doesn't mean it works for everyone. You need to give yourself time to explore and understand the technique and put into practice, okay? Have faith in your technique and go for it. So let go all your expectation and just let it be. Let it be mean what? Let it be mean you just let it be, right? So in my place there we have a hen, that's just been living there for quite some time, and I noticed that when the hens, when she incubate her egg, she just sit there. She doesn't care how long when the chick will come out from the egg. Her job is to sit there to guard the egg. Day and night, no food, no water. I try to feed her, try to give her banana, try to give her water. She doesn't drink, she doesn't eat anything. She just sit there. She just sit there to protect the egg, to incubate the egg, to make sure that her children, all these chicken baby are safe. So she just sit there and let it be. Whether it's hot, whether it's rain, whether it's noisy, whether it's scary, she doesn't care. Sometimes the dog ran past by, sometimes snake passed by. She doesn't care. She just sit there to protect her egg. Just let it be. So do her best to protect her eggs. So when we meditate as well, if we can have this attitude, we're just gonna be there. We're just gonna guard the mind, and we're just gonna let it be. We cannot force the egg, the chicken, to come out of the shell, right? Come out today or tomorrow. We just can't. We just have to allow the law of nature to work by itself. Your job is to provide that condition. You sit there, give the comfort to the egg, and give the right temperature to the egg, and then eventually the chick will come out by itself. Alright, so you just have to be able to do that. And the third one is to let go everything. The sooner the mind can let go, the faster the mind can come back. Simple concept, but it's not easy when it's come to practice, right? The sooner the mind can let go, then the faster the mind can come back. You let go the body. That's why I always say sit comfortably. If you don't pay attention to the way you sit, when your mind about to be still, it will get distracted by physical pain, by numbness, by headache, by when the body is imbalanced. So make sure that pay attention so you can let go the body 100%. We don't need the body when the mind in deep state. But at the beginning, we want to make sure that the body is in balance like this. It's in balance so you don't fall asleep. And your weight will flow evenly to the left and to the right, whether you sit on the floor or you sit on the chair. Eventually, you even let go your breath, you don't feel anything. The more the mind is refined, the more your breath will become more refined as well. Sometimes you may feel like, I don't feel the breath at all. Am I gonna die? Don't worry about it. Nobody dies in meditation, okay? And that's just the nature of the mind. That's just the nature of the breath. And the last one, if that's the idea, to let go of the thought, let go of the responsibilities. Okay, let go of the whole world. You feel like you have time in the world. You have a million time to sit there without worry about anything. If it's gonna happen, let it happen. If it's not today, if it's next year, if it's million year, it's okay. I have time for that. I have time in the world to wait for my mind to come back and stay still and allow itself to unfold itself to me. Just have this kind of attitude. No rush. Let it be. And number 4 is contentment. It is that having good health, the greatest gift is having good health, and the greatest wealth is having contentment. And I couldn't agree more. When you feel content, you don't need anything. When the mind feels content, the mind doesn't want to go out. It's just ready to be there, right? So you focus on what you have, not what is missing. This is what happened to many meditators. We don't appreciate of what we have. We have 1% of relaxation. We doesn't want it. We want 99%. We want 100%, which we don't have at the moment. If you focus on what you don't have, the more you want to have, the more you will not have it. Instead of doing that, you focus on what you already have, which is that 1% of relaxation, that 1% of peace and calm. Focus on that, appreciate it, nurture that feeling, and eventually in a short period of time, that 1% will jump to 100, will jump to 1000 by itself without you doing anything, right? So feel gratitude and feel appreciation. Whoever you are, whatever technique you use, okay, whatever experience that you are experiencing at the moment, just feel content. Money is the money, right? If today a man go to work and he only make $5, if he may not be happy because he want to have $100, but he come home with just $1, make profits $5. But instead of having this kind of attitude, why don't he learn how to appreciate, oh, today I make $5. It's better than 0. Money is the money. 5 is better than 0. Tomorrow I'll do it again. Right? We set goal, but we also, learn how to feel content of whatever it happened. Nothing we can do about it. It's done. Today is finished. So I come home with $5. I happy. I content. I appreciate it. Tomorrow I will make sure that I have more of this. Okay. So if today you feel like, oh, I only have a little happiness, a little peace and calm, coming down, step back. Okay. Reflect on it deeply. It's better than nothing. 7 billion people on the planet. How many of them know how to meditate? How many of them actually have a chance to sit and meditate like you do today? The number is very different. So you are one of the very rare human beings on the planet who have a chance to access to meditation wisdom and have a chance to sit. You should feel content, right? There's no other reason that you will be upset. So the number 5, this is also important. You must be ready to start over again. There will be time that you need to do something. And there will be time that you don't have to do anything during meditation. When this thing happens, then you have to do something. Physical pain, physical numbness, off balance, whatever it is, feel sleepy, have a lot of thought, have some doubt. Your job is to aware of what's going on and take action. If thought happen, what should you do? If physical pain happen, what should you do? You can slowly, mindfully readjust, right? If you have numb on your left leg and if you know that you have another 30 minutes to go, don't just be patient there. Fix it. Do something about it mindfully. That is why at the beginning of the session, I always emphasize it is important for everyone to make sure that you find the most comfortable sitting position for yourself. You can have the seat that allow you to sit for 30 minutes without coming back and change your position again. If you pay attention to the chair, to the sofa, to the cushion that you sit on, then you can let go the whole physical body. What about sleepiness, right? If you fall asleep, you don't force yourself to stay in that sleepiness for the rest of the session. Take some action, okay? Take a deep breath to regain, to wake yourself up and then continue. And what you have doubt, you have thought, and you work on the technique. Come back to the object, come back to the mantra, open up your eyes, do whatever it takes to regain the consciousness, to make sure that the body is fresh and ready to continue to the rest of the session. Okay, so please make sure that you're okay to start over again and again and again. If it fall asleep again, take a deep breath again. If physical pain happening again, fix it. Okay, do it again and again until everything is in place, everything is okay. Then you can have some good experience in that session. And when you get to the state where the mind is relaxed at peace, then you don't have to do anything. You just let it be. Okay, there will be time to do something. if this thing happen, and if nothing happen, then you just let it be, let the mind be. Okay, keep on coming back. If it go out, bring it back. If more thoughts, just understand it, acknowledge it, and slowly welcome it back. Okay, it doesn't matter how many times. To me, if you have 1,000 thoughts in that 30 minutes, and if you know 1,000 of them, each one of them, and you can bring the mind back every time the mind go out 1,000 times. This is good meditation. This is active meditation. For some people, they just get lost in thought. In that 30 minutes, they stay outside, the mind stay outside 25 minutes without knowing that the mind is outside and without knowing how to bring the mind back to the body. So if you know that the mind go out, this is called mindfulness. Mindfulness in other meanings mean that you know when your mind attention move. When it moves, you know, you acknowledge it. And when you know, you can do something about it. And if you don't know, then you cannot do anything about it. Before long, you say, wow, I have been staying out there 25 minutes and all of a sudden I have 5 minutes left. And then this is what happened to many of us, right? So make sure you're ready to start over again. It's okay. Don't feel like you're wasting your time. Okay, it's a habit, good habit to be cultivated, to bring the mind back more often. And the last one is about perseverance. Have faith toward the teacher, have faith toward the technique. Don't just keep on quitting. I try this technique 3 days, it doesn't work, I stop. Go to another technique, 3 days, it doesn't work, I quit. Go to another technique, 5 days, it doesn't work, I quit. So if you keep on doing this, you will go nowhere in your practice. Stick with it, understand it, and have faith within it, and give it enough time to explore, to experience, and ask questions. Like I said, each technique has its own unique characteristic. It has its own value. Your job is to verify that this is work for you. If it works, continue. If it doesn't work, stop doing it. Okay, keep it simple. And winner never quit, quitter never win. So don't quit, okay? Keep on sitting, and nothing beats persistence. I couldn't agree more. Okay, like I said, self-discipline, right? When you have discipline, whether you like it or not, you do it anyway, because this thing is good for your life. Then you must make sure that you have time for it. Make sure that you understand it. Make sure that you slowly, develop it. Okay, don't just quit. So this is one of the suggestions from the great meditation teacher in Thailand. She passed away a long time ago. Her name is Master Nan Thong Suk. And when I reflect on this, I say, wow, this is amazing. A simple teaching, but we can reflect a lot of how we should adjust our attitude toward meditation practice. She said, don't worry if you are not overnight success. See, meditation is a journey. It's not just sit today and hope to achieve enlightenment tonight. It doesn't work that way. Don't squeeze your eyes too tight. Okay, don't squeeze your eye too shut. Then you have stress around your eye, and it's difficult to remove. Once it becomes habit, it's difficult. This area is very sensitive. So most of the teacher will emphasize that make sure that you release the tension around this area. Don't be afraid of seeing nothing. See, we don't sit to see anything. That's not the attitude. That's not the right attitude when it comes to meditation. To sit and to see something. No. When you do it right, the image will appear by itself, and then we go from there. But we cannot force the image to happen, to appear. We just cannot do that. And if you do see something, okay, don't get elated. This is a little bit more difficult. Because we never seen inner experience, and all of a sudden today you start seeing some inner light, you start experiencing that your body is expanding, you start seeing the color, but you feel good, but you never seen it before, you never feel it before, and it's hard for us to get overexcited, overjoyed, right? But the idea is, if you can, then you keep your mind relaxed, keep your mind calm, keep your mind neutral, and that's the way to go. But at the beginning, if you get excited, it's okay for the first few times. But later on, make sure you come back, remind yourself to come back to be neutral. This is the only way you can go deeper into your mind and into your meditation practice. And if you can do that, then the new image will come. And don't stick with the image. Don't stick with the picture. Those images, those experiences will keep on changing. Your job is to remain calm, to understand it, and to acknowledge it, and remain neutral and let it be. Okay? Let it go and let it be. This is the right attitude. Okay, so I will finish with this. This is from our great master. His conclusion when it comes to meditation is the stillness of the mind is the key to success. The question is, how can you still the mind? And that's something we need to study and learn more of this. How can we keep the mind still during that 30 minutes, during that 1 hour that we sit? So there are more details to this. But the idea is, if you can keep the mind still, This is the starting point to be achieved. This is a starting point for you to develop your mind, to take your mind deeper into the realm of this meditation. It has to go from here. It has to start from the still mind first. If the mind is still wandering around, still get distracted, then there's no way that we can go deeper into our mind. Okay, so with that, I'm done for today. Please make sure that you go back and reflect on what we learned, okay, with this 6 attitude. And nothing is difficult. We just have to understand it and put into practice. First, make sure take an easy approach, relax, sabai. And second is to do your best not to expect anything. Okay, when it comes to meditation, we expect nothing. If you don't want anything, pretty much you get everything. Ironically, and let go everything if you can. Okay, and also there's make sure you feel content, appreciate of the experience that you have each session. Okay, contentment is a good word. And number 5, you must be ready to start over again. Don't feel like I'm wasting your time, I'm not gonna fix it. Okay, it's not good. In the long run, it's not good. Okay, start over again and again and again. Okay, eventually the mind will become more obedient, and then it should be okay. You feel more confident later on. And most importantly, don't quit, don't give up. Okay, meditation take time. There is no such thing called bad meditation. There is no such thing called, oh, this session is not good. No, we learn something from each time that we sit. Okay, persevere, have faith, understand it. If you sit without reflection, if you sit without perseverance, you cannot be success. Okay, not only you reflect, but you remind yourself to get going. You develop self-discipline, you develop self-determination, then you are on your way to be success in anything in the world that you want to be achieved, including meditation practice. Alright, so with that, I'm done for today. If you want to share some experiences, you want to ask questions, you can. But before we get there, I'd like you to meet with one of our teaching monks. We have Venerable Long Pishu here. He will be joining us next week, since I'll be going to Malaysia for 1 week. So I may not be able to join the class, but Long Pishu will take my place. So he will be here next week. We have Long Pi Warawut, Venerable Warawut, and Venerable Shu, and myself, Venerable Narong. So we want to make sure that we can secure the continuity of this community. So please don't worry. Okay, we will be here. We will meet you here every Saturday, 7 to 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. Okay. So I don't know if Long Pishu is here. Are you ready, Long Pishu?
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Venerable Narong Chai, and thank you, everyone, for having me here to be part of the group. I've been appreciating this group a lot because I think this is a great platform for all of us to have a chance to meditate, to experience something deeper inside our mind, the thing that we really need in our life, peace and happiness. So I hope we'll meet again as next week, right? January 5th. And thank you very much, LP, for inviting me.
Thank you, Long Pishu. Thank you very much for being with us. Long Pishu also, he has been living in the US for many years, and he will be going back to Florida soon, but now he's in Thailand to taking care of his personal thing, and probably he's going back sometime this year. So he will be supporting us to make sure that this community can continue, okay, without any interruptions. Okay, thank you, Long Pishu, for your time. All right, so I don't know if anybody have any question or like to share something. We still have a few moments. Any from Coco? Any recommendation, suggestion on when to meditate, assuming one can do it at any time during the day? What time of the day would you suggest? Well, I think you know yourself what best for you. Okay, I don't know your work schedule, I don't know your life schedule, but to me, taking myself as an example, I start from 4:30 to 7:30. So I want to make sure that every day I sit 3 hours. So the early morning is the best because we don't have to pick up the phone. There's not a lot going on in the mind. The body have fully rest. So when I wake up, I give the most important thing in my life is meditation. So this is my priority. So I meditate first, and then I go for breakfast, and then my day continue after that. So I may not have time to sit during the day in the long session. So I can grab 5 minutes, 10 minutes there when I'm in the car or when I'm waiting for the meeting. So I can just bring my mind back. But I will stick with this schedule, early morning, okay? Let's say 4:30 to 5:30, 4:30 to 6:30, that is my time, and no one can take my time. This is for me and me only. So you know yourself what best for you, maybe early morning or maybe before going to bed, okay? But before going to bed, sometimes, we may fall asleep, the body is tired, we have to play with the kids, we have to do this, to do that, finish dinner. but it's maybe a lot of things going on and it's difficult for the mind to be relaxed. But anyway, it's workable. Okay, you can experience that. You can find a schedule that works best for you. But most importantly, please stick with that schedule. Once you have it set, don't change it. Stick with it. If you set go to sit 30 minutes before bed, you sit 30 minutes before bed, or 30 minutes after you wake up. You stick with that plan. You don't change it. Give yourself 1 month to see what happened, and then adjust accordingly. If you cannot, okay, you can work around. You can make 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes in the evening. Okay, but the idea is to increase, not to decrease. Okay, from 15 to 30, from 30 to 1 hour, and hopefully, eventually, you can sit every day 1 hour, and that's ideally. If you can sit more than that, why not? Okay, perfect. It's happy for you. All right. I had a moment for Madame, a moment during today's meditation where I noticed my mind has the wander and felt panics. It was unusual, but I tried to just sit with it, acknowledge and breathe. Okay, any advice for the sudden unsettling? Okay, this is very common, Madame. Don't worry about it. The experience will keep on changing. Our mind during the day is not the same mind. It's the same mind. It's not the same mind. Because early morning nothing much go to the mind, right? And after breakfast then we start cooking, we start talking to people, we get dressed, we go to work, and afternoon the mind is in different condition. When it's in the evening also the mind have gone through a lot of things. And now what happened during the day before you come to this evening session? There's a lot of things in the mind. So if you sit there, maybe something like this happen. It's not happen every session. Okay, if you sit tomorrow, you experience something else. If you can, you let go those, pay no attention to it, whatever it is. Come back to your feeling. How am I feeling? Overall, if you feel good, feel relaxed, feel happy, more than this kind of feeling, you most likely you practice correctly. Just continue. Focus on this relaxation, this positive energy, not those negativity that happening. Okay, so if it's possible, you let go. You let go, pay no attention. If it's impossible for you to let go at the moment, take time to understand it. Look at it the way it is. Just turn it into the object of observation and work on it. Eventually, it will go away. Okay, from Rubesh. During meditation session, there is a lot of saliva production. Okay. Is my posture is wrong? Okay. What should I do if I get bored during meditation? Okay. So it's about your physical condition. Okay. The saliva you need to observe. Okay. Is it happen just this session or it's happen every time you sit? Maybe the body is dehydrated. Maybe you need more water, or maybe you need to do something about the body. If you exercise a little bit, you stretch up a little bit. So this phenomenon may be disappearing. Okay. There's a lot of things about the body. The tingling, pain. It's on and off. Sometimes. It can come with many reasons, so you need to step back and observe what happened to the body. Okay, if you do exercise 5 minutes before you come and sit to see if this disappear or not. Okay, and maybe make sure you have enough water in the body as well. Your position also, it's affect. Right, if you sit with your body bent like this, right, then there may be one of the reason why this produce a lot of saliva. What should we do when we get bored meditation? The reason why we get bored meditation simply because we meditate incorrectly. If you do correctly, there's no bore to it. There's no end to it. You want more of it because happiness and meditation, they are synonymous. We sit to be happy, right? And why we get bored? Okay, we get bored because we cannot find happiness in meditation. And the reason why we cannot be happy in meditation, you need to come back to this. Okay, how am I doing? And physical wise, the way you sit, the clothes you wear, the floor, the temperature that create heat and too much heat, and the body cannot be relaxed, then you get bored because the mind cannot come back and stay still. And even though the condition is right, but your mind is not ready. Your mindfulness is not strong enough to catch the feeling. Boring is just one feeling. Boring is a feeling. Then feeling come and go. And now your mind attached to boring feeling. There's no room for happiness to take place. You need to shift your feeling towards something else. You need to maybe thinking of the nature, the beach, the trees, the flowers, the good thing that you have done for the world and the good thing that people have done for you, or thinking of loving kindness, all kind of things. You need to shift attention from that boring feeling and then start over again, okay, to see how it works. Joanna, it occurred to me today that the meditation object, it doesn't matter, okay? It's just the practice of keeping it there. And it's interesting to see where it goes, okay? And then we bring it back might be obvious, but just wanted to share this was interesting. Okay, that's interesting, Anna, right? Object can be anything. You don't have to use any object at all. Your job is to observe it, okay, and bring it back every time the mind moves. And hope eventually the mind will become more obedient. It will stay still by itself. Okay, that's good. That's good observation. Boring is a feeling. Okay. I have a chance to have been meditating for over a year now, but somehow feel more intense, serious. Okay. It seems trying to be mindful gets me so intense. I cannot figure out why. Any help that would be thanks. Okay. Like I said, come back to the first attitude. Take it easy. Take it relaxed. Now we're dealing with a refined element. The mind is a refined element. It's the most complicated element in the universe. We cannot dealing with the mind by using any force, by taking a heavy or tense approach. It has to be relaxed. It has to be easy. It's just like you going to swim, you go on vacation. You don't take serious. You don't take stress with you, right? You just want to be sitting there on the beach, with yourself, with people you love. Meditation, when it comes to meditation, we have to bring back that approach. We have to bring back that innocent mind. And mindfulness is, again, when we are mindful, we will not feel intense. At the beginning, it may feel difficult to be mindful. Mindfulness means what? Mindfulness means you being with something in front of you fully. When you being with something that's happening in front of you fully, it gives rise to understanding of what to do with it. It's about mindfulness and awareness. These two elements, they work together. If during the day you learn how to be mindful of the way you walk, the way you eat, the way you get dressed, the way you make decisions, you mindful and you understand it, you use an easy approach, okay? That means you maintain the relaxing mind all day long. And when you come to the room, come back home, you sit and meditate. It's not so difficult to regain the stillness of the mind. It's not so difficult to welcome the mind and stay still in the body. It's okay. So if you feel tense, you feel difficult, again, step back. Okay, adjust your attitude that, hey, you know what? Today I'm going to be happy. I'm going to let go. That's too much stress, too much tension, and too much expectation. I'm going to take it easy. Whatever is whatever. We are an ignorant being, and now we come to learn how to improve this. So we make mistake here and there. It's okay. We are growing. Okay, keep on doing it. 1 month from now, 3 months from now, you'll be surprised that your mind quality has changed, and you will be a more understanding person, more relaxing person. Okay, go. Okay, 2 more questions. Okay, for Margaret, I have come to a point where I need to meditate every day for my mind, just like the body needs food. Okay, good. If I wait too long to meditation in the day, then I can get tired and excited until meditation, then I feel better. It puts me back on track because it's just a part of me now. Happy for you, Margaret. We have been together for 1 full year. Now I'm glad to see you and Easy and Steve and Rochelle and Macy, Peters, and still keep on meditating. Please keep on going. Happy for you. Happy to be a part of this happiness with you guys. Is there any specific type of meditation you recommend for healing of the body? Oh, okay. You know what? There are all kind of meditation. I cannot tell you, this one work for you, this one doesn't work for you. Okay. In Buddhist meditation, there are more than 40 techniques that mentioned in the Buddhist text. More than 40 of them. So you need to give yourself some time to explore and find out what works for you, then continue. What doesn't work for you, then stop doing it. What worked for me may not work for you. What worked for you may not work for your friends. That's the idea. But start from something simple. Okay. The breath is simple. If you get mad, you get angry, come back to the breath. Remind yourself, hey, come back to the breath. Take a deep breath 5 times, 10 times before you say something back to the person who says something bad to you. Cultivate this habit. Just come back to the breath 5 times to see how relaxed of your mind. If not enough, give yourself another 5 times. Breathe in deep, breathe out deep. And then after 10 times, you feel better. You give a gap to your mind not to get angry, to slow down that angriness. And then you regain the clarity of your mind, then you would make a better decision. Okay, so again, give yourself time to explore. Come back and sit. I'll share with you some other technique later on about breathing meditation, about walking meditation. We have 1 full year, okay, to learn from each other for the year of 2023. Okay, one more question from Rubesh. Setting goal imply expectation. How to set and achieve goal without expectation? If not, okay. Thank you. This wonderful question today. Set goal mean in the long run. Okay, why you sit, why you meditate, what bring you come to the meditation session. The goal is over there, right? To slowly develop the quality of the mind. If you don't have goal to do this, okay, you sit with no purpose. Why do you sit then? You sit to relax, you sit to reduce stress, or you sit to you want to take a superficial benefit of meditation of each time you sit, just to relax, just to reduce stress, where most people found that that's the reason why they come to meditation, to reduce stress, to relax, which is okay, nothing wrong with that. You can have a short-term goal. So this session, I'm just want to let go. It's been a long day. I'm just gonna sit back and relax. And this is the goal, right? To sit back and relax, no expectation. The goal is to relax. But in the long run, you are actually doing something, this is a masterpiece for your own self to develop the quality of your mind in the long run, to purify the mind from what? From greed, from hatred, from anger, from delusion, from violence, from selfish, from resentment. You cleanse your mind. This is the long term. Cleansing the mind takes some time. Taking shower to clean the body may take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and you feel the body is clean. But we cannot do like that with the mind. When it comes to showering the mind, it needs more understanding, it needs tools, and it takes time to develop the quality of the mind. So the mind have been accumulating all kind of mentality, impurity for a very long time, not just one lifetime, for a countless lifetime. And now this lifetime, we have come to understanding that, hey, there is a technique to cleanse the mind. So I'm going to try this, okay? I'm going to do this, and this is my purpose, why I come to meditation. So Buddhist monk, our goal of meditation is to do this, to completely remove the impurity of the mind, which is a lifetime job. But every time we come to sit, we let go of those expectations. We know something good is there. We know that a little development is always there every time we sit. We may not feel it, we may not experience it, but we know the good thing is happening every time we sit. Just like you settle down the glass of muddy water, right? You don't have to do anything. You just let the glass sit there. It may take 30 minutes, 1 hour to settle down all the dust, and eventually the water will be clear. If you sit the glass for 1 minute, you may not see that, oh, the water is still muddy. But something happening, the dust starts settling down itself. It's maybe 1%. We may not see the clarity of the water, but something is happening. Okay? So every time we see something is happening. All right. So, okay, set goal, but no expectation. I hope that makes sense, Rubesh. Okay, thank you for everyone for joining us today. We'll see each other again next week, same time, Saturday, 7 to 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. Next week, you'll be meeting with Venerable Shu. P. Shu will be meeting us next weekend. All right, so have a good one, everyone. Stay safe, stay happy, and whatever happen into your life, keep on sitting, okay? Good night. Good